Hi there everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video here on the JB Visuals YouTube channel. And right in front of me is the main title menu of Planet Coaster 2. Now this is a game that I've really been looking forward to. I've been following the game, when it was sort of released. I've been following it for months, just seeing all the developments and that. And I'm just really excited to finally play Planet Coaster 2. Now, of course, this was actually released a few weeks back. I think it was at the start of November. I think it was the 6th of November. But obviously, I thought I'd actually buy a PlayStation 5 first, save a little bit of money. And then, of course, purchase the PlayStation 5. So what we're going to do in this video, I'm actually going to be doing a quick overview of Planet Coaster 2. So what we're actually going to do is you've actually got a few little options. You've actually got career mode, you've got the franchise and the sandbox. So I think what we're actually going to do first is we're actually going to go into our sandbox, and we are going to go ahead and create a new one. Now at the start you'll actually see your location. You can actually choose which one you want. You can have a tropical, you can have temperate, Mediterranean or tiger. So I think we're going to go for, let's go for Mediterranean, because of course it looks a bit sunny there, so we'll try that. And before we actually create our sandbox park, you actually see we've actually got some different settings. So here we've actually got the default setting, which is where you don't have to worry about money or research or anything like that. So you've actually got unlimited cash, there's no research. You do have power and water management, which I'll talk to you about later on. You've got creative, so you've got unlimited cash, no research, no power management, no water management, literally everything. You can just do it without anything like the main game elements. Challenge is a bit difficult because you do have to you'll be having limited cash, full research, and then of course the management. And then custom, it's basically how you want it really. So what we're going to do is I think we're going to go on the default, so unlimited cash, no research, but with the full management on. So I'm just going to call it, Jamie's Park. There we go, Jamie's Park. And then what we can then do is press square and create park. So basically, in this video, I'm actually just going to be showing you all the rides, the coasters, the flumes, the swimming pools, and everything else. Oh my goodness me! Look at the graphics. The graphics looks absolutely fantastic. Wow! Look at this. This is absolutely brilliant for Planet Coaster 2. And you can see it looks very realistic as well compared to the first version of Planet Coaster. And one thing that I've actually just noticed is the way that your park guests actually come into the park. So normally they would actually go through like a little cave, and it had like a swarm point. So this time they actually come in and out of these coaches. First of all, I'm just going to quickly close the park because obviously there's nothing to see here. So let's get rid of our guests. And you can also see we've also got some turnstiles as well. So you can see we've got the crosses, which means the park is actually closed, and obviously there is nothing there. But I think what I'm just going to do first, I'm just going to just put the sun. I'm just going to set it to about, let's set it to about 10 o'clock, that's it. So we can actually see. And you can see here, look how much space there is. It looks absolutely massive. Really big. There's plenty to build. So I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to start. We're actually just going to go through like the main categories. So we're going to go through coasters, flat rides, track rides, flames, pools, facilities, stuff and scenery. And then in another video I'll then talk to you a bit about the paths and terrain and the park management. So we'll do the coasters first, and you can see here we've got a variety of different blueprints, which looks absolutely fantastic. There's so many different blueprints to choose from, but we're going to go on R3 and we're actually going to go ahead and go through all the different coaster types. So here we've got a log flume, we've got a variety of different steel coasters. So here we've actually got one of the drop coasters. I think they actually have one of these at Alton Towers. I've forgotten what it was called. We've got this one. This has a hydraulic launch. So we have a floorless coaster as well. And then at the top, so basically when I go on each of the coasters, you can see at the top is the company, which is sort of made up, and then it tells you the type of coaster. So we've got an energy coaster, we've got a floorless coaster, we've got a inverted coaster here, we've got one of them, and there's another one. Got a variety of different inverted coasters here. We have a flying coaster as well, where you sort of lay down instead of sitting down. We've got our dragon coaster, so this is one back in Planet Coaster 1. We've also got the Formula 1 coaster as well. Again, that was in the first version. Same as this one, we've got a nice little launch coaster. This is quite a new one, I think. Can't remember it being in the first one, but yeah, I do like the flames that it's got on it. Got quite a few new ones to choose from. Again, this one was actually in the first version. Looks a bit like the Smiler at Alton Towers, looking at the train design. We've got a boomerang coaster again. And then you got the square one as well. We've also got this one. This one was also in the first game, so nice to see that back. We've got the runaway mine train. We've got another inverted coaster. So yeah, there are plenty of different coasters to choose from here. So you've even got a spinning roller coaster. So basically this one sort of actually, I think when it actually goes down the drops, the actual carriages spin round. This is actually a new one, a nice little rocket coaster. And there's a few others that I still recognise from the first game. Got spinning coasters here. Got a crazy mouse. Got a water coaster as well. Got the runaway mine train. So yeah, there are loads of different coasters, and this is actually one of the newest additions, which is the surf coaster. And this is actually the only one where guests actually stand up instead of sitting down. So you stand on the surfboard, you have your restraint over you, and then you literally just stand up throughout the entire ride. And yeah, and we've also got a few little wooden coasters as well. And yeah, so that is the coasters. We've also got to quickly look at our rides. So we've got 360 power, so I guess this is the one that actually goes all the way upside down. We've got another 360 degree ride just here. We've also got the classic big wheel. We've got board slide, which is basically like a disco, which goes up and down on the track. We have our bumper cars. Now this is a brand new ride that I've never seen before. I wonder what that one does. So we've got the chair aeroplane, so your classic chair swings. Collider, so that's basically where you sit in like a pod and then the whole ride spins round and it takes you up in the air. Forge, that's actually where you sit in like a claw and then it takes you up. Frenzy Thrill, that looks like a brand new ride to me. I've never seen that one before. Full Flight, I'm not sure about this one, but is it some sort of plane? I'm not really sure, but we've also got the Return of the Grand Carousel. Now, just to let you know that most of these rides are actually in vanilla, because basically in Planet Coaster 2 we can actually go ahead and add theming to our rides along with attaching them to the actual rides themselves. We've got the Hammer Swing. We have the Helium Ring, which is basically like a super loop where it basically just goes round and round in a loop. We've got our classic Helter Skelter. Really nice to see one of them. Can't wait to add one of these to my park. We've also got the return of Hyperspin, which is the classic waltzers. Insanity is basically the ones that swing back and forth before going upside down. Iron Claw, that nice to see that. Kickflip again, I saw that in the first one. We've got the Mecha Roller, so basically that sort of spins round. We've got the Monsoon Chute, so this looks like a bit of a water ride to me. I guess this is the one that actually sort of sprays water as you sort of spin round, or is it a drop tower? I'm not really sure. We've got the Mont Leon, so basically that's like a spinning ride which has which covers you up when you spin round. Overpower, that's a extreme ride. Parallelogram, so that's basically another spinning ride. We've got Polarity, so I guess this is actually like the looping ride, I guess. We've got Radius, which is the biggest wheel, so it's a massive wheel, and this is the one that doesn't spin round, but the gondolas around the structure do, but not the whole thing. Resurgent, so that's basically a drop tower. Skybeam, that's a new ride that I've never seen. We've got the Skywatcher, which is basically your observation tower. We've got the Star Wheel, which is basically a Ferris wheel, but with the and some gondolas actually have tracks. We've got Sundial. We've got Sunflare, which is this little star flyer that goes up in the air. We've got Synchronize, which is basically, I think they've actually got one of these at Drayton Manor, I think. So yeah, that looks quite good. We've got our teacups. We've got the Screaminator, which is a drop tower. We've got the Tiny Eye, which is basically the vanilla version of the Whirlywig back in Planet Coaster 1. So we've got that. We've got Upswing, which is the pirate ship. And then Wild Blue, which is basically where you sit in like a plane and then you just tilt it side to side and then go upside down. And then of course you've also got loads of categories as well when you split all the rides into, so it makes it a little bit more easier. So you've got your spinning rides, your swinging rides, your wheels, towers, and a few special rides as well. So we're going to move on to track rides now. So we're going to go into Create Custom. So we have our powered cars, the vintage cars. I love a good vintage car ride. So again, that was back in the first Planet Coaster. We have our gondolas. Again, they were in the first Planet Coaster. Nice to see them back. We've also got a family train, which looks absolutely fantastic. So nice to see this little choo-choo train. We've got the ghost train. Nice to see that back. We have our go-karts. We have a good old monorail. We have a log flume. Again, we have like a little dark ride over here. We've got our river rapids. Oh, we've even got a bus as well. That looks fantastic. We've also got another monorail, so more of a vintage one. We have our boats. We have our steam train. And we also have another little log flume as well. So moving on to our flumes. So we're just going to go into create custom. So we have a variety of different flumes. So obviously Planet Coaster 2, of course, water parks are and swimming pools are mainly the theme, the main focus. So we've got a body flume. We have a body slide. We have another body slide, but a bit more wider. We have a double inner tube flume. And then we have an inner tube flume. We have a mat flume, where guests actually lay down on a mat and slide. And then, of course, one of the most sort of popular flumes is the raft flume. And that's where guests sit down and then enjoy. So moving on to our swimming pools. So obviously you can create a custom one if you wanted to. I'm not really going to create one because obviously I don't know how to build them. So basically, sort of in the next video, I'm actually going to be having a little look at the career mode and have a little look at the tutorial on how to build a swimming pool. But let's just actually have a little look at one of them. So here we've actually got a nice swimming pool. Oh, look at the water. Look how fantastic it looks. Looks very realistic. And of course we can actually go underneath. Oh wow, the sound looks absolutely amazing. So if you go underneath it, it actually sounds like you're actually underneath the water. Okay, and then of course we've also got some planks. There's also some lighting around as well, along with ladders and even some lifeguards as well, which you can just see here. And God, look at them moving on the trees. Look at the wind. Looks absolutely brilliant. Yeah, really pleased with the graphics. So let's just get rid of the swimming pool. And let's move on to our facilities. So we're going to create custom. So we're going to start off with our gift shops. So we have our shops, but we've also got ones that you can have outside. So instead of having like the building, you can actually have, let's just actually have a look. So yeah, you can actually have stalls which are outside, which will make it a little bit more easier. And then of course we've also got the shops as well. Staff facilities, we have a mechanical workshop, so obviously that will be for our mechanics. We have got a staff building for your staff. We've got a medium and a small, so yeah. We're going to have a look at our food. So basically you can also have your food stalls outside now as well. And of course you've also got your buildings as well. And then of course you've also got the vending machines from the previous one as well, which looks absolutely fantastic. So let's just go into our services. We've actually got body dryers, so yeah, that's actually for when guests actually come off a water ride, or if they've just been in the swimming pool, they can actually just walk through and get themselves dried. We have our changing rooms, which obviously are going to be near the pools. We have our guest services. So we've got the outdoor one, and we have the shop, and also we have the toilets as well. So we've got entrances. So we've got our coach, just like what you saw at the beginning. We have the ferry. Oh, we've got a ferry as well. That looks fantastic. So that's basically for maybe like seaside parks or piers or anything like that. We have the park entrance. And then we sort of have the turnstiles and the gates. So we've got those. We're going to have a look at our staff. So we have our janitors. We have our mechanics. We have our shop vendors. And then we've got a couple of new ones. We've got a lifeguard, obviously for the swimming pool. And we now have ride attendants, which is absolutely fantastic, because in the first game, you couldn't hire any ride attendants. So that's absolutely a fantastic improvement to see. We've actually got a couple of mascots. We've got Chief Beef. We've got Gulpy Rex. We've got Cosmic Cow. We've got one of the new ones, Queen Splash. We've got King Coaster himself. Crescendo Melodis. Saguaro Guitaro, who's like a cactus. We have Sandy Reef, who's basically a diver. We have Body, who's a shark. And then we have the Viking as well. And then over here, you've actually got a variety of different scenery. So we've got blueprints. And I'm not going to quickly go through them all, but there is loads of different sceneries for you to have a look at, like so. So yeah, that is basically sort of a quick overview, really. So I thought actually, so if we actually just put a swimming pool down quickly, so we'll just go for the square one here before we actually finish. I just want to quickly show you what one of the flumes actually looks like. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick a really nice, yeah, let's go for a small one. Nice small one to start off with. Sort of place it, I'll sort of place it over here. So I want to make sure that the end is sort of, I guess, actually sort of go into the swimming pool, like so. And one of the most impressive things is that you've actually got the actual water coming out. This is absolutely fantastic. I'm really pleased with the graphics so far. And of course, the path has sort of already been built for you. And of course, you'll have a ride attendant, a staff member, sort of over here, making sure that guests go into the pool safely. And yeah, if we actually just give a test run, hang on a minute, let's go on our flume. You can actually see, there you go, there goes the dummy. The dummy actually slides off and then goes into the water, like so. Look at that. Okay, right, I'll show you one more. So let's actually do for a longer one this time. Where's the no, it's not those ones. There we go, we'll go for this one. Let's go for the rainbow flumes just here. So again, we'll just make sure that they're sort of in the pool like so. And then you can test any of them out. So we'll go for this one. And you can see here, the test dummy lies on the mat. And look at that, look, it dissolves in the water as well. The actual mat dissolves. Disappears. Yeah, I'm really, really pleased with this game. It looks absolutely fantastic. I mean, they've done such a good job on getting this game to be even better than the first version. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much all we've got time for, really. Just going through a quick little overview of Planet Coaster 2. And in the next video, like I said, we're going to have a little look at the career mode, so we can actually sort of learn how to create our own swimming pools. And I'm also going to go through the park management and the paths as well. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all in another video very soon. And remember, if you can dream it, you can achieve it. See you all in the next video. Bye for now.